I hate voting for Mama. Usually the groups I don't stan are the groups that win the awards. At this point, I'm usually just watching for their performances, if they even get one. I get that there are big fandoms that vote a lot and I can't do anything about that and it just kind of hurts. I also hope that all the time isn't just given to one group. There's lots of groups at Mama. It would be nice if the performances were a bit longer, but even if all the time was given to one group, I can't do anything about it. I'm only voting so my fandom will stop pressuring me to vote, but I don't really want to do it anymore. BTW, I'm not hating on groups. The groups with a lot of fans deserve good things, but I just want to let my frustrations out. I can sort of see where this one is coming from. However, I personally would most certainly feel better if I did vote. It's my way of showing appreciation for my favorite groups. If you look at it that way, you might feel most optimistic about voting. Voting rarely takes more than a minute to do and gives you a feeling of accomplishment. So why not try voting for yourself and not because of your fandom? Rosie was never mistreated. She got the most lines. Her outfits weren't that bad. She got enough screen time and she doesn't have a solo just like Lisa and Jisoo. It's embarrassing how Blink's trended treat Rose better cause I don't see why she was mistreated, she is just managed wrong. If you watched the documentary, you would know that the only reason Rosie took a while to release her solo was because she did not want it to be just another song, but one that was special to her, one that she loved. However, she does also get the least solo activity out of the group. I feel like that is what Blinks should have asked for instead of rushing her along with her solo. It seems like the poppies are using the words mistreatment, overrated and underrated as a trend when they see something bad, not seriously bad, about their artist and that's it, the artist is mistreated lol. You can't expect a company to treat their idol 100/100. They are almost always going to be mismanaged in some way. This is honestly so true. K-pop companies are all snakes. Some just put more effort in trying to hide it than others do. And as per the overrated and underrated, I'm not certain K-pop stans even understand the meaning of those words anymore. To all the people saying I don't stan Blackpink but I like Jisoo, it doesn't make you special. It just makes you a solo stan. Just because you like a member but you don't really stan the group doesn't make you a solo stan. I am not really a P1 Harmony stan but I like Kiho. That doesn't make me a Kiho solo stan. Besides, I'm not really sure there's a problem with being a solo stan as long as you do not attack other members and spread toxicity. K-pop fans love the concept of a depressed idol. They want to act like they are doctors to try and diagnose their faves with this type of shit. They overanalyze song concepts. Who wrote the lyrics? Was it I knew he was depressed because what was trying to say when he said my butt is too big? Does it mean that because his butt is so big that he can barely live so he's depressed? No. His ass is fat and that's all. There's the fans that try and look for red flags. He's too happy. He must be hiding something. He doesn't talk much. He's depressed. So, being happy means you're hiding something? People just can't be happy because you aren't happy. People have to talk 24/7 just to show they're okay. Some people are just laid back and chill like that and don't want to talk often. There's the fans that make videos in idols you have to keep an eye on when really it's just 5 minutes of an idol zoning out, or being too happy. Some idols exceptions but it's usually taken out of context. It's okay to be concerned but when you're diagnosing someone with something just because you're looking at body language, that's when you need to stop. Stop convincing yourself that your idol is crying out for help. You can keep an eye on them but don't go around labeling them. Some of the time, I believe they are joking, but I hate when they are actually serious. You cannot go around diagnosing someone with depression due to a song they helped write or produce. I always hate when my TL is covered with people who find certain parts of a song depressing enough to diagnose someone they most likely have never even met. I can't believe onces are telling Jip to promote Twice better. Also telling Jip to treat Twice better. Onces, do you know how bad Day 6 and God7 are getting mistreated by Jip? Twice is the most well treated and well promoted group in Jip and y'all just Twice is not mistreated. They are just overworked. BTW, I'm really excited for Twice's second full album. Among all Jip groups, Twice and ITZY are definitely treated the best. But ITZY is a rookie group and there was no real mistreatment, at least not to the current extent, of any JYP groups when they were rookies. Twice is overworked, however, and that makes them mistreated. It's just the fact that this is completely opposite to Day 6 and GOT7 that makes Twice seem fine. People that ship idols like Liz Cook can make very convincing videos as to why they believe some idols might be dating. They are convincing. Trust me. I was fooled into shipping VSU, which is BTS SV and Blackpink's Jisoo by some of these videos SMH. I love ITZY but TBH I didn't like Wannabe that much. The rest of the album all slapped though. Personally, Wannabe sounded a little tacky. I liked it, but I think I might have only really liked it because I had it on repeat all of the time and I sort of got used to it. The choreo was probably the best part of it. Hi, I'm a Waishini and I'm here to explain why most Waishinis don't associate ourselves with NCTzens or OT23zens. But the number one reason is that NCTzens don't vote or stream for WayV on Chinese apps. This makes Waishinis mad because it looks like they don't care about WayV's success in China. They focus only on making WayV successful in Korea, which doesn't make sense because they are a Chinese group, not a Korean group. Also, stop using the excuse WayV is a part of NCT, thank you. Up until the moment I read this confession, I didn't realize that there were Chinese voting apps. NCTzens need to be more educated on things like these. On the other hand, WayV is a part of NCT. Half of the members originally debuted in NCT. They are part of OT23. Lisa is not being mistreated anymore. Not since she became the most popular member of the group. Lisa was never really mistreated by YG, but she is mistreated by everyone else. She is still under constant fire by everyone else. She gets a lot of solo activities because of this popularity. The solo activities led to more backlash. Not to mention the high amounts of hate she gets simply for being Thai. Pretty Savage should have been the title track on BP's new album. I personally thought LSG was the best choice of a title track since it broke the long cycle of basically the same song but revamped. It didn't sound like D4, KTL, or Hild. Pretty Savage was a pretty good song but for some reason, I found it less unique from the other song. TBH, people need to stop comparing TXT to BTS. They are different groups with major differences, different concepts, ages, etc. For example, when people call TXT BTS's little brothers, yeah it's cute or whatever, but TXT deserves to be known as TXT and not just BTS's little brothers. They are so talented. They deserve to be known just as TXT. Yes. Calling them BTS's little brothers was cute before they debuted, and it should have ended when Crown came out, but it stuck with them. Even now, you can see people who think of them only as BTS's hoobies take over the chat of TXT V lives, even on Yeonjun's birthday live. I wish people would realize they are so much more than that. No shade, but Jennie, La, Tsuau, and Irene give me the vibe of the mean popular girl in high school. I don't know, their face and attitude give me that vibe that they're mean. I don't know, just my thoughts. I understand Jennie and Irene because of their resting bitch face or RBF, but as a Blink and Ravella, I can certainly say that their personalities are very different to their looks. But Laya and Tsuau, Laya probably was the nice girl who warmed the hearts of all the people around her at school. Tsuau was probably the quiet girl who rarely talked, and I know for a fact that she has a very kind heart. Yuta giving a Sesang the middle finger and telling them to get lost was legend behavior. Do I even need to explain? What else could we expect from our prince? Jimin shouldn't have the amount of lines he has. Yes, they give those lines to the person it fits better, but why give him those lines if when they go live he'll just screech? It just kinda ruins the performance to me. Jimin has lots of lines while Jin and Tae have healthy voices that when on live sound good. Don't get me wrong, Jimin is a baby and I love him, but his voice isn't good or even okay now. I'm not saying not to give lines to him. I'm saying not to give him a lot and to make it more fair. I feel like Jin and Tae deserve those lines more than Jimin does. Jin and Tae do have amazing voices and deserve more lines, especially Jin, but Jimin's position as main vocalist is indisputable. Everyone's voices have bad days and this quote screech happened a total of once or twice and gives you no basis to judge his vocal prowess on. His voice is not unhealthy, it is high when he's singing, which is what sets him apart from the other vocal line members. I can't believe y'all are shipping Yoona and Jungkook. She's 15. She is 17 now, but still. Don't ship a literal child with a man in his 20s. The same goes with Wonyoung. I saw a video titled Jihyun x Wonyoung moment. Like, you're shipping a teenager with a full-grown adult. I want to hug Jip so bad. Like he's so hot and smexy. At least we're ending the video with a light one. I beg to differ, even though this confession was probably trolling. I hope